iPad's upside down.
Okay. All right. Boys and girls, yesterday in a reading, we were talking about asking questions before, during, and after reading. And I read the book Swimming. You remember with the black fish and the red fish?
Yeah.
I know, Haley, you weren't here. And we practiced, I wrote down my questions before, and I put it kind of under this B. We put questions under this D for during, and we put questions over here for after. But you know, guys, while we were doing that, and while you were working with me up here, I kind of realized, remember, some of us weren't asking questions, were we? Some of us were predicting what was going to happen. Instead of asking a question, we would say, I think this is going to happen. So that's more telling, that's not asking. So then today I decided that we are going to talk more. So you remember we kind of talked about question words yesterday? The ones that start with W, why, how ends with a W, where, what, who, how come, and when. So today we are only going to be working on using question words. So I made this pretty anchor chart to help you, all right? So these are different types of question words. I only picked 4 for us to practice today. Who. If you're asking who, you're talking about people. Maybe who is doing something in the story. So here's like a girl and a boy and a lot of people to help you remember that this word, who, means you're asking about people. Or it could be the characters in the story, like maybe animals or something like that. Maybe you're asking what. What is going to be a question about a thing, okay? Like maybe a car or a book or some kind of object. Carpet check. You might be asking about where something is happening in the story. Where would be a place? Gabriel, desk. A place could be like maybe out in the street or down the road, or if you took the road to a special place, maybe it's in the woods or outside. Maybe it's at a playground, maybe it's at your house. Where is something happening? That's what this question has to do. It's about a place. When has to do with time. So a time could have to do with like time on a clock, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, lunchtime, dinner time like that. It could have to do with during the day, so that's why I put a sun, or at night, or it could have to do with a specific day. So I put a little calendar up here. It could happen on a holiday, it could happen on a Wednesday, it could happen in January, it could happen in the winter. Those are when questions, okay? So, I have a book, I'm borrowing Gemma's iPad. I have a book called Lucy Rescued, right here. And I am going to show you how to ask some of these questions while I'm reading, okay? And I'm going to show you a way that you are going to be recording your questions. We're going to try it, okay? It's going to take a little bit of work, but we're going to see how it goes, all right? So here we go. Lucy Rescued. Here is Lucy at the pound where we found her. She needed to be rescued. Her time was almost up. We filled out adoption papers and brought her home. I showed Lucy around the house. Then I showed her our yard. Lucy heard the neighbor's dog barking. She hid under a bush and would not come out, even when I held out dog yummies. Okay, so this is where I had my first question. I had a when question. When is she going to come out from under that bush? Let's see. Oh, wait, let me go back. So since I had a question on this page, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot of this page. We've done this before, okay? I'm going to take a screenshot. See if I can remember. This button and the power button. Whoops, I gotta find it. And it took a picture, right? Oop. Now, I want to record my question. So I'm gonna go to Seesaw. Watch how I do this. I'm gonna go to the plus sign. I'm going to go to camera roll, not photo, because I'm not going to take a new picture. I'm going to use a picture I already took. So I'm going to go here. I can see my screenshot. It's right here. So I say, okay. Now I can record my question. Right here, there's a little microphone. Remember, my question was, when is she going to come out? So I'm going to push record. It's recording in 3, 2, 1. When is the dog going to come out? And then I push that little check mark, and I can push it again. And it's going to upload. Now it's waiting for Mrs. Kimmel to approve it. It's on Seesaw. So now I can see the page you were on, and I can hear you saying the question. Okay, let's try it again. So I'm going to keep going. I'm practicing using these W words. I finally got Lucy to come out from behind the bush. My question already got answered, didn't it? But that's okay. I'm just practicing asking questions today. That's my only job. I finally got Lucy to come out from behind the bush. I carried her to my room. Lucy howled in the morning. Lucy howled in the afternoon. By the time evening came, the howling was so loud I put on my earmuffs. Dad thought our new dog was lonely for other dogs, so he bought her a mirror. Lucy cried to the dog in the mirror. Mom cooked Lucy a special meal, and I offered her treats, but food didn't stop the howling. And this is when I had another question. So I'm going to take another screenshot. Watch. There it went. And I'm going to open it up in Seesaw. I'm going to go to the plus sign. Remember, I got a camera roll. I find my new screenshot, which is right here. Check mark. Now, the first time I said when. When was she going to come out from under the bush? This time, my question was, what? What is going to make her stop howling is my question. Because they tried a mirror. That's a thing, isn't it? What? That didn't work. They tried a dog treat. That's another what. That's a thing. That didn't work. So what is going to make her stop howling? That's my question. So I'm going to push the record button. What is going to make her stop howling? And I push the check mark. And I push the check mark again. Whoop. Now I have two things uploaded to Seesaw. Two separate screenshots, two separate voice recorded of me using a W question. Okay? Now, we're going to practice really quick. Let's go back to Epic. I'm going to find a page. I want you to see if you can ask a W question. Okay? We're going to do a turn and talk here in just a minute. Then I had an idea. Maybe Lucy needs a new bed. Mom bought her a nice, soft, comfy one. Wow, wow, cried Lucy. Dad took Lucy to a dog psychologist. His specialty was nervous dogs. The doctor spent an hour talking to Lucy and doing tests. Then he talked to Dad. Play classical music, he said, or lullabies, or singers singing sweet songs. We played the soft music. Lucy howled along. Wow, wow. Mom said, Lucy's just not happy here. Let's try one more night. If Lucy does not settle down, we'll have to return her to the pound.
No.
Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. Think about a who, a what, a when, or a where question you could ask, maybe on this page. They're talking about, they played music, it didn't work. They're saying if they have one more night and it doesn't settle down, they'll have to take her to the pound. Turn and talk and see if you can come up with a W question here.
Also, I think she's gonna settle down. So she.
Or you two can be together because they're, yeah, since she came back. Start with the W. Not a maybe. Start with the W. Where well, you can start with who. You can start with what. You could start with when. You could start with where. So when is the dog gonna stop? Right? What was one of your W questions? No, start with a W. You're predicting. Who, where, when, or what. You're not asking, still not asking questions. When are they going to take the dog to the pound? That'll be when. You're asking. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn around and sit upright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn around and sit upright. I can still hear that several of us are having a hard time starting with a W word. You're trying to make a prediction instead of asking a question. So let's see, I think I heard somebody over here. Brooks, what was your W question about this page? Did you forget? You started with when.
I said, when is the dog going to stop howling?
When is the dog going to stop howling? Henry, did you have a W word question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
When is the dog going to get out of the pound?
Okay, when is the dog going to go get out of the pound? So he might go to the pound and you're asking if he does, when will he get out? Good, so 2 people have used when. Did you have one, Selena? Who is the owner? Like the real owner, the original owner before it went to the pound? Good, so she's trying out a who. This is great. Harrison, what was your W word for a question?
When is it going to break out of the pound?
Okay, so if he goes to the pound, when is he going to break out of the pound? That's a W question. Gemma, I'm pretty sure I heard you say a good one.
Where is the dog going to go?
Where is the dog going to go? That's a great question. So is he going to go to the pound or is he going to stay home? Where is he going to go? Harlem?
When is the dog going to come from out the bush?
Out of the bus?
No, out of the bush.
Out from the bush. Oh, that was my question from earlier on, wasn't it? Yeah, so you're practicing using one of my questions. Okay. I know it's hard because you guys always want to make guesses right away, right? But I have something else to help you. I made a copy of the poster, okay? You are going to get to take this with you when you're working on your iPad with your iPad partner. So you can look at this to remember that before you record your question, it has to either be who, what, where, or when, okay? So I'm going to be telling you your partners here in just a minute. You're going to get your iPad. You're going to go to an assigned spot. You're going to get your paper. You're going to do exactly what I did. I looked up here. I was picking a book on Epic. I was flipping through. I was asking W questions, taking screenshots, posting to Seesaw, and recording my question. Okay? You have a partner who is good at iPads because they always do the folder centers. Okay? Just do your best. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off.